Ladies and gentlemen, please take your seats. Our presentation will begin shortly.
Evening, Space Cadets.
Yeah.
It's time once again to view the blooming of another flower that has grown from the fertile soil caused by the death of E3. It's time to watch Sony's State of Play
It's up
for 2024.
It's time for Sony to justify their $700 console.
Is that metaphor too difficult to follow?
I don't know, something's blooming. I don't know, maybe they'll announce something cool. Maybe they won't. Maybe it'll be terrible. Maybe it'll be all remakes and remasters. Can we remaster The Last of Us again, somehow?
Again? The Last of Us 2 on PS5 Pro.
I mean,
mastered to 8K.
The Last of Us 2 remaster is coming.
What?
Yep, It can always be remastered. You can always buy it again for $70, right?
Is this something every generation goes through, or is it just ours that it's experiencing the death of creativity?
Games cost too much to make. Just make them again. Just up-res those assets. Put it out. I don't know, but they gotta have something. They gotta have something to show if they're gonna, justify any of this.
Yeah. Last
Also,
of Us
hello
Part 2
there!
Remaster Remake HD Director's Cut.
We put all the stuff we didn't think was good enough back in. I don't know. Maybe they'll show the third God of War. Maybe there's a Spider-Man 3. Maybe there's a Sly Cooper 4. I'd be down for that. Give me a Sly Cooper 4.
We're never getting more
Cowards.
Sly Cooper.
All right. If you're a child, you have to close your eyes through some of this. We're looking at the State of Play, and then we'll be back with the normal stream afterwards. Look at all those fun characters.
Astrobot is their new mascot.
There you go.
To be Sackboy. And they thought about that name.
More Astrobot!
Oh, they did a Fall Guys.
No, it's an Astrobot. It's a platformer. It's a single-player platformer. Everyone loves it.
Okay.
Yeah, this is their hot new release. It's just a good old-fashioned 3D platformer, full of references to Sony projects and characters. Look, see, that was Eve from Stellar Blade. There she is. You got her. And see, these are hot Sony properties. All the favorites that everyone loves.
Okay. Flossing and in the butt.
Hi everyone, I'm Nicholas Ducey, the studio head at Team Asobi. We couldn't be happier with the reception to Astrobot and to see how much joy
it's a Mario-like
to homes all around the world. On behalf of Team Asobi, thank you so much. Now, we still have a few surprises up our sleeves. Today's trailer was a sneak peek at a DLC we'll release later this year at no additional cost. We'll have more to share soon. But for now, let's enjoy the State of Play.
No, I mean, we got that. You showed it to us. You didn't have to tell us that you were showing it to us.
Listen to me, burnt one. If you're intending to walk the midnight walk, you better be sure to keep
Is this Slot Waste 2?
and burning.
Is it?
While I was in the black, I had a dream. There was a monster in the woods.
How artsy.
Oh, yeah, claymation artsy. Like actually claymation.
I mean, it's not claymation, but...
There's a game crafted in clay.
Well, but it couldn't have actually been crafted in clay. It's still a 3D video game. It's crafted in Unreal Engine 5.
The style of claymation.
Yeah.
Which is to say, we just took 3/4 of the frames out.
That does make it easier. I mean, who knows? Maybe they scanned some clay models.
That's what I'm saying. Don't diminish their or they're
I don't,
just, you know.
but I don't know if that's true.
Burned one and a small flame. Took a wander down the midnight walk.
Neat art style.
Yeah. Another kind of horrific 3D platformer. Your little nightmares, as you will.
Spooky time's coming.
Oh, that's true. Spooky time is coming. You gotta be ready.
I don't remember when it happened, but I remember how I felt.
Good?
Father told us to hide when they came to our house. Then they took him away.
America 2025.
They said I couldn't play outside anymore. Everyone had fled. She said the country was sick, but we would be okay. Mother always said monsters didn't exist. I thought they lived under my bed. We were both wrong.
You lived in my heart.
They live inside our heads.
Inside what?
Our hearts. You called it. You nailed it.
Jeez.
You nailed it. First try. Can't accuse us of pre-watching.
It looks fine. I don't know.
Like a
Maybe I'm just
Souls-like?
not for like kind of generic depressing games. I'm not like, oh, that looks cool.
It feels like it's taking inspiration mechanically from Dark Souls, but aesthetically from
Nowhere.
No, what's that Kojima game?
Death Stranding?
Death Stranding. Yeah.
Maybe. No, Death Stranding, I don't know. Death Stranding has a style to it that I think they'd love to have here. Helissus.
Like Control. Yeah, Control's that sort of stark
Nacon.
kind of.
I don't know, it seemed like a game that almost had a style.
Other Metro game.
Still making those VR games, huh? This is the last of their VR hurrah.
Have you seen Yana? Something.
And then they're giving up.
She's in no state to be wanted.
Is VR dead?
VR's been dead, but Sony
It's been dead.
kept paying people lots and lots of money to make VR games because they wanted to sell their VR headset. So now they got to put them out because they already made them.
You said there were people there.
But yeah, I don't expect you'll be seeing VR games at the next year's State of Play.
I'm seeing things. Hearing things. I feel like I'm losing my mind. Sometimes we need
I mean, the
to
VR,
become
they put out their VR headset and it cost more than the PS5.
to prevent something worse.
Sure.
I hear the series
VR is
has
cool.
gone downhill a little.
VR is cool. It works, it's cool, but it's not profitable, so nobody's making VR games unless Sony's paying them lots of money.
Night sky tragedy. Long ago.
And Valve. Valve was also making VR games because they have infinite money.
Yeah, Valve does what Valve wants.
And yet, you have been granted another chance in Aurora. It must
Aurora.
be the will of your
Is this an MMO? You gotta tell me if this is an
Don't know.
MMO.
You have to tell me.
No, it's an MMO. I saw the way that guy was running.
Yeah, that was another player running in the opposite direction, as though they were in a hub area.
Yep. I mean, like, all of these look fine. I don't want to be like,
undercooked.
I don't want to be a style snob. I just want to see something that was like, man, that's so cool. And not like, yeah, that's a video game.
And that's a dragon.
Perhaps
Archage.
you might become one of us.
It's an original IP.
Archage. No, I think Archage might be a thing that already exists.
Archage.
I think it is an MMO. Yeah, Archage is an MMO. I think Gaff was really into Archage. And then they came out with Archage 2, and now they're coming out with Archage, whatever that was. I'm sorry, were those Pokemon? They sound Pokemon.
This is Pal World. Enduring their current lawsuit from Nintendo, it's...
I'm sorry, you can't capture creatures unless you're paying Nintendo a fee.
Can't capture them in little balls that you throw at them, specifically.
I mean, people must like Pal World.
Pokemon with guns. It seems.
I mean,
like
actually, my
obvious.
understanding is that it's actually like a Rust style crafting game with Pokemon.
Oh yeah. Capture the Pokemon. You make them work on your compound.
Enslave those
Thanks to
Pokemon.
Pocket Pair for that new look at Pal World, an incredible open-world survival game that's launching today on the PlayStation 5 console. We have a few more games with breaking news today, starting with the return of two beloved RPGs from the original PlayStation.
All right, come on, hit me.
To announce that, but
Lunar's coming back. Okay, well, sure. Lunar's been remastered like 5 times.
This means Sony will help them in court. That's a good question. Sure, that Sony money is some of that Sony money is going to lawyers.
Lunar Remastered Collection.
Lunar's back again.
And Lunar 2 Eternal.
Also, it was not a
Complete,
PlayStation. It was a
updated
Sega
visuals,
CD, and then it came to PlayStation, and then it came to everything else. You can get this on your iPhone. I mean, I'm down with Lunar, especially because it's both of them. But I don't know who's excited to play Lunar
in spring 2025.
again.
2 updates on Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Shredder's Revenge. First, the Radical Reptiles DLC, which adds Mondo Gecko and Mona Lisa as playable characters.
How do they decide which games to have just, music versus someone yakking?
Both of these updates arrive later today.
I don't know. I already saw this trailer, though, but...
It's our job to yak.
Oh boy, yeah, Shadow and Sonic Generations. I hope they don't fuck this up. I feel like they're gonna fuck it up, though.
That's just the motto of every Sonic fan ever when another title comes out, right?
It's not even a new title, it's a remaster of Sonic Generations.
And yes, you heard right.
It's
Keanu
Sonic
Reeves
Generations,
is
which was a
joining
really
Sonic
good
X
Sonic
Shadow
game.
Generations as part of the upcoming
But
Sonic
it's Sonic
the
Team
Hedgehog
making
3
a
movie.
remake. Sonic
This
Team has never
update is
done a good
inspired by
remake of
scenes
their
from
old
the
games.
Sonic
Every
the
time they do
Hedgehog
it,
3
they make it
movie
worse.
And arrives December 12th. The Sonic the Hedgehog 3 movie pack is included in the digital
So I hope they don't
deluxe
make this one
edition,
worse.
which lets you play the game 3 days ahead of its October 25th release date.
Look at that. Got a Sonic 3 tie-in.
This always looked super cool. This was an Apple exclusive video game. That is Apple paid a lot of money. It's an RPG, but all of the backgrounds are actual real life dioramas.
Whoa.
Yeah, it's really cool looking. And that's all I know because it was an Apple exclusive. Or I should say Apple Arcade exclusive even.
PlayStation 5にて2024年12月5日発売、どうか皆さんにプレイしていただけたらと、願っています。
Cool style. But again, how are you justifying a $700 console? What are we doing?
I'm waiting on that part, huh?
Let's check in
Oh,
with
October
BioWare and Electronic Arts for an
31st?
extended
I didn't know that
look
game
at
was
the
coming that
climactic
soon.
battle.
That's fun. People seem to like that quite a bit. I always assume these games are coming like a year from now.
Have they found Gillinane?
Not yet, but they found something else worth killing. One of her blighted dragons.
Rook, you made it. Good.
Wouldn't miss it. We have unfinished business with that dragon.
We've tracked it to a ruined tower nearby.
That lair is a death trap. We need to lure her out to have any chance.
Activate the dragon lure.
So we
Burn
challenge
her out.
Draw the dragon out into the open, then attack.
Activate stealth mode.
Just you and me now.
Everyone, get ready.
So apparently, yeah, the big neat thing about this game is the hair physics are like actual. They've finally done hair in video games, as they've been avoiding it for the last 35 years.
Wait for it.
The hair actually moves like hair now.
Come on.
Those calculations.
Come on.
It has a lot of processing. How'd you miss? You're fired.
The wings! Force her to land! Second detachment! Flank on the walls! Let's go!
I don't know if I like the design on that dragon. It's a little underwhelming.
Yeah. This is not the best trailer, I think. But Dragon Age Inquisition was neat.
Familiar with that franchise.
It used to be like a real D&D kind of thing, and then it became more action-y, and now it's just action.
Chaos says most likely to be canceled last minute.
It's coming out in a month. It has to come out. It's got to be done.
Yeah, it is just straight up action.
Yeah, but like, you know, I remember Dragon Age Inquisition being pretty good on the action front, but that was like 5 years ago or something. It was long before we were doing a stream.
Nice of them to show actual gameplay, but it is coming out next month, so hope they would show gameplay.
Yeah. Though, you know, I don't know. It's okay.
Yep, you got weapons, you got spells.
Well, what was neat is that, like, you could be... all the different classes play really differently, if I recall. And that, you know, if you played a mage, you still had, like, cool, action-y mage stuff you could do. Was that... We're looking at the state of play!
Bring that first one down!
And then we'll be back. They got him. Oh.
Gillinane.
Consume their flesh. Shatter their bones.
I just kind of wish they'd shown me like a well-cut trailer.
Rather than cutscenes and gameplay?
I don't know, this isn't... I mean, this isn't the part of the game I'm excited for. There's dark, horrific, weird ice dragon.
Looking for the romance options, like Boner says?
Well, maybe, like, but, you know. A trailer shows you all the parts of the game.
Department set up a facility. The lake house. If I had any clue what was waiting for us in there, I would have just kept on.
Oh, Control 2? Sure. I liked Control. I liked it better than Alan Wake 2.
I remember when you played Control.
Do you?
Ages ago.
It was a long time ago.
Starting, yeah.
No.
Boo. Boo. Boo this game.
I just... Try to sell me a $700 console. Come on.
Those character NPC models look like PS2 era.
Well, it's VR, so everything's got to be toned down.
Right.
Is this just a patch for Hitman VR? What are we doing here?
Spinning our wheels.
Oh my god. What did they show us? A lunar remaster?
Remasters.
They didn't show us any other remasters. These were just like a lot of VR games.
Yeah, a lot of VR games. Arcade.
Was it not already on PlayStation VR? Yeah, Arcade. For someone, I guess.
Few know the truth.
Oh! I've heard about this.
Until I had the
Soul Reaver 2!
What?
Soul Reaver 2.
For my transgression.
Did they remake Soul Reaver 1 and I missed it?
No, they're just making Soul Reaver 2.
Okay then. I guess that was the good one.
That's the one people remember.
The fate of this world was
Oh no, it's just a remaster. Oh my god. I thought I'd heard they were making a Soul Reaver 2, but maybe they have to do the remaster first.
Too much work. Gotta gauge interest first.
I was not prepared for what lay beyond this threshold.
Thing is,
they'd gotten some big writer to work on Soul Reaver 2, but maybe it'll be a couple more years.
Last time I played Soul Reaver 2, I remember thinking, boy, this combat feels dated.
The future has always been written.
We've rolled Soul Reaver and
yeah.
Don't fight it, Raziel.
No, there was a Soul Reaver 2. Maybe they're working on Soul Reaver 3.
Legacy of Kain Soul Reaver 1 and 2 Remastered arrived
I think they
December
got
10th,
like Amy
celebrating the 25th anniversary of the first game's release.
You sure we can't just do this?
They got some famous game writer
PlayStation
to
era also
bring back Soul
inspired
Reaver.
Fear the Spotlight from Blumhouse Games. It brings atmospheric polygonal scares to PS5 and PS4 on October 26th.
I love polygonal scares.
Just go
No sprites here.
Yeah. Those hot polygonal scares.
Not a lot of polygons, but you know.
So happy.
At last, we've returned to our ancestral
I guess they have to save the big reveal to last, right?
You mean, did they explain how a $700 console will be worth it?
Towers of Agazba.
Oh, Towers of Agazba.
This colorful world includes unique creatures, a peculiar cast of characters,
Agazba.
and also allows you to invite other players to visit your island.
You have PS Plus.
Yep.
Towers of Agazba launches into early access this November.
Oh boy.
Up next, Epic Games brings a split-screen mode to LEGO Fortnite this October.
Oh
okay,
boy.
you told me all I needed to know.
Enables friends and family to explore the
You're
world
running out of
and
time to
build
get to
villages
that,
together while playing on
part
the
where you
same
announce
Hey, guess
something
what?
new and exciting.
Fortnite has a split screen mode
And
now.
another Fortnite news. The new Fortnite Limited Edition DualSense wireless controller arrives later this year.
Yeah, now you
Pre-orders
sold
starting
me.
October 3rd. Visit PlayStation blog for more details. Next, it's 1 versus 1,000 in Dynasty Warriors Origins, and Koei Tecmo Games is ready to share the release date. Let's take a look.
Think of how many people we can have on screen now.
That's true. That is how that would scale. What they would scale.
Until then, you must adapt to the chaos.
The point of DW was always crushing hundreds of dudes at once.
Go forth.
Now we get to see how it all started. Finally, the prequel we've been waiting for.
You claim to strive for justice, but have no way to achieve
Is that Lubu? Where are you?
Lubu. You'll know Lubu when you see him.
Is mere wanton destruction.
Are you playing as teenage Lubu? That'd be all right.
Bring peace to the land through a buttload of war.
Naked Force has resolved more conflicts than any other.
The die has been cast. All that remains is to see this through.
Yeah, it's really hard to remaster the FMV footage of girls in bikinis, though.
There's no way to reshoot that principal footage in a higher resolution.
Yep, that looks like Dynasty Warriors.
I was still hoping that I imagined the whole thing. It's burned into my mind.
Just like... it's fine.
Monster Hunter?
Oh, Captain.
It's Monster Hunter, yeah,
What's
for
your
sure.
team been getting up to?
The Guild gave special assignments to some of the other units from the expedition, mine included.
They got cats.
This is amazing.
Boy, I gotta say, they make it look... They make Renaissance living look like a great time.
The water currents to surge too.
I mean, as long as you can kill all the monsters you need to survive.
This is its territory, and we're intruders.
I never got into a Monster Hunter game, but I only tried on the PS2, which was a different time for Monster Hunter.
I can understand the appeal, although I haven't played them myself.
It's a game you need to play with a group of friends.
This case in point.
Yeah. It's always been a big co-op thing. And that's okay.
Why don't they just put the meat down?
That cat is gonna get eaten in like 5 minutes.
Leave this to me! Heels inbound!
Always a dragon.
That's it. The White Wraith. It's real!
Is that what we're after? The White Wraith.
Down there. Someone's in trouble.
It seems we must do a more thorough investigation.
What is that thing? An extinct species?
You're a hunter. You've got a weapon, and you do nothing? Give it to me! And I'll...
Get immediately killed. Pre-order now.
Wield preposterously large weapons against even larger creatures.
Please pre-order now. Please? Would you please pre-order? It's very important to us. It's very,
love of God.
very important to us.
We're begging you.
No, Albert.
皆さんこんにちは。
It's a full new game.
モンスターハンターワイルズプロデューサーのつごとです。本作の発売日が2025年2月28日、世界同日発売に決定いたしました。本日より順次予約を開始しますので、ぜひご予約いただければと思います。
If you want, you can give us your money right now.
でご予約いただいた方限定の特典として、
Really prefer it.
5でご覧いただける
Just in case we run out of digital
デジタルミニアートブッ
downloads.
クをご用意します。9月26日の23時からは
Here's my hot tip. Don't pre-order video games. Don't do it.
それでは引き続きモンスターハンターワイルズの情報にご注目ください。またお会いしましょう。
I wonder if that's a PS5 exclusive. Oh boy, this is a PS5 exclusive. Oh, wait, no, it's not. This isn't a PS5 exclusive. That's right.
Lego.
And her,
Yeah, it's coming to all platforms, even though it's a Sony character.
stands in the way of an unspeakable
Because Lego.
evil.
Because everything has to be multi-platform now.
The outfits and decorate their village. Nailed it. This is awesome. But wait, there's more. With the digital deluxe edition, you get this exciting blue roller thing.
The digital
And
deluxe
costumes,
edition.
Like the Shadow Stalwart outfit.
Well, what they mean is, if you give us $30 extra, here's some other stuff we'll sell you.
That. Or while they're climbing in that cannon. But look how much fun they're having. Come and join the party in Mother's Heart.
Only $30.
Got it all in. Oh, I forgot to mention the pre-order.
Don't forget the
Hi
pre-order.
everyone, I'm Kristen Zatani. We are so excited for everyone to get their hands on LEGO Horizon Adventures when it launches on November 14th.
Pre-order.
On the horizon.
No.
Aloy's original adventure, Horizon Zero Dawn, is being remastered
Remaster
for
it!
PS5 and PC
Yeah.
by Gorilla and Nix's. Horizon Zero Dawn Remastered includes more than 10 hours of re-recorded conversation mocap and countless graphical improvements that bring the game to the same visual fidelity as Horizon Forbidden West.
Make a new game.
I mean, look, if you didn't play it, then I don't know. You could have. You've been actively not playing it. That means.
There's no beat. They gotten rid of backwards compatibility for the most part, haven't they?
No. Backward, no. They have absolutely
Anyone
not.
who owns the original PS4
That's the thing. Like, you can still play these games.
New PS5 version for
Yeah,
$9.99.
you can still play these games through backwards
Visit
compatibility,
PlayStation Blog for more
and they're
details
getting
watch the
remastered.
full trailer to see all the enhancements to Aloy's epic quest. New content is on the way to the action.
Yes, there's 10 extra hours of mocap, of re-recorded mocap.
With your choice of poses,
And it's coming to PC as well.
Did they say that?
Yeah.
Okay, well.
And Stellar Blade's original soundtrack, featuring over 180 songs from the game, is available on select
180
streaming
songs
services
is a
starting
bit
today.
much. I don't think...
A little bit.
I don't need all 180 songs.
There's no way they're all bangers.
But that's not all.
One day we'll have to play Nier Automata,
Sci-Fi
since we
worlds
did play
collide in the
Nier.
Stellar Blade and Nier
Yes.
Automata collaboration, coming to Stellar Blade later this year.
Stellar Blade Cross Near.
Sure. You can look up the skirts of both of them.
Now let's talk about what's ahead for PlayStation Plus. First, your monthly games for October are WWE 2K24, Dead Space, and Doki Doki Literature Club Plus.
Yeah.
These will be available to all PlayStation Plus members starting October 1st. Meanwhile, our library of PlayStation classics continues to grow, with 2 more fan favorites from the original PlayStation arriving later this year: Blood Omen Legacy of Kain and Capcom's Dino Crisis.
Ah, Dino Crisis.
Naughty Dog fans know September 26th is The Last of Us Day, and we're celebrating by adding the critically acclaimed PS5 hit The Last of Us Part 1 to the PlayStation Plus game catalog this Thursday.
Ah, the first remake. Get you excited for the second remake. Is that it?
This looks like an outro to me.
Were there no new announcements you had?
I'm meant to be excited.
You can buy some shiny controllers. The controllers cost $80, however. I think the PS5 controller is fine. I don't like... I have not liked the, like, the dynamic triggers, I guess. Like, I don't think they add anything.
Hi everyone, I'm Mark Cerny.
Hey, it's Mark Cerny.
We recently revealed
Maker
the
of
newest
Knack.
addition to the PlayStation 5 family, PS5 Pro, alongside several games showcasing the superior frame rates and improved graphics that the new console
Mark Cerny
makes
is
possible. With PS5
real smart guy.
Pro, developers have access to 3 key improvements.
Tell me why, Mark.
An upgraded GPU, advanced ray tracing, and AI-driven
So, an upgraded
upscaling
GPU.
that combine to bring developers closer to realizing their unique vision. We're excited for players to get their hands on PlayStation 5 Pro when it launches this November. But in the meantime, here's a look at some of the games that are being enhanced for the new console, including a few titles that we're revealing for the very first time.
Enhance!
All right, let's go with the premieres.
They knew what they had to do. They didn't need to show all the rest of the stuff.
Yeah, front-loaded it to this with a bunch of nonsense.
Yeah, it's sharper. It's sharper. It's sharper as well. It turns out all the games you play on PS5 will be sharper on PS5 Pro.
Or you could just buy a PC.
Yes, you could. But, you know, some people don't want to buy a PC. Final Fantasy Rebirth again.
So good, they gotta keep plugging it.
Yep,
We're gonna upscale all of these. Try and get more of your money.
I mean, yeah, they're going to be
sold separately.
They're going to be higher resolution and or higher frame rate. Oh, okay. What do you got?
We are beyond the edge of Japan.
Is it? It is.
Korea?
Oh, it's gonna be Ghost of Tsushima 2.
Ooh.
Don't do that.
What?
Disappear.
I don't know. Let Sucker Punch make something new.
No, they made something successful, and that's all they're allowed to make until they die.
I really love. Well, no, maybe it's not.
Till they die.
Hold on, maybe it's not. Maybe it's not. Let's wait and see before I start complaining.
And now, every Ronin here is after you.
Could be any samurai video game.
Still think
the genre.
The hunter.
Tekken 5.
Wait.
Tekken 8, 10. I don't know what they're up to. 9?
Tenshu. Give me a new Tenshu game.
No, don't be silly. That company went out of business decades ago.
Oh.
Can't be Wukong 2. That just came out. It's gonna be Ghost of Tsushima 2, and then I'm gonna be upset. Yep, there you go. Here's the thing. I have loved every Sucker Punch game that they have ever made. And I liked Ghosts of Tsushima. But Ghosts of Tsushima, like, I don't know. I didn't. No, but I got like halfway into the game and I realized every single fight plays out exactly the same way. Every single fight. But like, there was not enough to it. It was just like, I know how every single fight of this game is going to go. There's nothing they're going to add at this point. And then it just became really boring because
gonna get a pooch.
It's like, why would I even fight?
Wolfie.
I've seen everything you had to show me.
Get a furry friend.
Yay.
Get a canine companion because she can paint with all the colors of the wind.
It's a beautiful looking game. But yeah, I'm not sure. Will they die?
Yote.
Hey, maybe they'll vary up the combat. There'll be more than it was like every fight was just, you know, parry, attack, and then wait for them to attack, and you parry and you attack.
Coming next year, Ghost of Glasgow.
Well,
I'm gonna glaciate.
I'm sorry. Oh, some of which haven't been announced. This one. This is the one that hasn't been announced. That's it. Get out.
Oh, you're kidding.
What do we got? We got another Ghost of Tsushima.
Wait.
No.
Really?
That's it. Yes.
Really?
Uh-huh. What more could you want?
That was nothing.
That was Ghosts of Tsushima 2.
No,
Yeah.
I didn't call it. It's called Ghost of Yote.
It's Ghosts of Yote, but it's Ghosts of Tsushima 2.
Ghost of Tsushima 2.
And that's what they had, huh?
That's the state of play.
Well, what if I told you I was most excited for the Lunar remake, the Lunar remaster? Even though I already own that game.
I'm racking my brain trying to think of what I was excited about. But I guess it's been a long time since I've been a Sony guy.
Pal World? Horizon Zero Dawn remaster?
No. I was gonna play Pal World, I just play it on my PC.
If you're gonna play any of those games, you play it on the PC. Monster
True.
Hunter Wilds
I didn't have a PC.
is probably gonna come to PC.
But that's not a new announcement.
That's true. There was I don't know what was new
just
in those
another trailer
announcements.
for Monster Hunter Wilds.
Well,
not a whole lot to sink your teeth into there.
Video games, they're gonna keep making them. Hey, if you owned a PlayStation VR 2, they got games coming for you.
Christmas is coming. They should be falling over themselves to present a bunch of interesting shit that we will want to buy.
I mean, you don't want to buy those games?
Maybe I'm not the target. Hello, SB. You're catching the wrap
SB,
up
oh yeah, we gotta
of our coverage of the Sony State of Play.
We gotta go down and then come back up. Pretty soon here. I just wanted to see what is stuff coming out. Is anything coming out?
What is? Yeah, pull up the list. What was the list of their? I feel like that was anemic, but I'm not. Maybe I'm not the target audience. Maybe
I feel like it was a lot of stuff that we already knew about and remasters of stuff that we already knew about.
Are Sony stands going off right now, or what? Like,
here we go. Astrobot Pal World comes to PS5 because it was an Xbox and PC exclusive. Pal World, Monster Hunter Wilds, Lego Horizon Adventures, Horizon Zero Dawn. There's that Claymation VR game.
That looked interesting. It was a VR game.
Remember that evil is in our hearts? That's where the evil lives?
Oh yeah, that's right.
There is another Metro
that was
game.
Arcade,
yeah. There's a nice MMO Arcade.
What was the evil in our hearts is in our hearts game?
Hell is us.
Oh right, Hell is us.
Who is Hell? Hell is us.
That's an original IP.
Yes, it is. So get excited about that. Stellar Blade's next update adds a photo mode.
I'm just trying to find something interesting. I'm trying to dig. I'm hoping Hell is Us is interesting just because I want something from here to be interesting.
Yeah, you know, they didn't show any of the fair games or I guess Concord. They're not talking about Concord ever again.
Oh God, yeah. Imagine how much of that state of play they had to scramble to make up because Concord's all references
Soul
to that
Reaver
were removed.
1 and 2 remastered. There's something you can look forward to. The games you love are back. It's like they never left. Dynasty Warriors Origins.
Oh right.
Yeah.
None of those feel like that's not a big entry. Like, doesn't feel like it feels like Ghost of Yotei was the only major announcement. It feels like everything else was filler.
It feels like that was the only announcement they had, and then they had to fill up, 35 extra minutes.
Yeah. Lego Horizon
Zero Dawn has been already announced. Suikoden remake. Oh yeah, I'm absolutely interested in the Suikoden remake. But that I'm sure that will come to everything, including Switch.
Oh yeah, that's coming to Switch for sure.
When is that Suikoden remake? Yes, the most thing I think I'm most excited for. Suikoden HD Remastered, March 6th, 2025. God.
The state of play is bad. Yes. The state of play
The state of play
dire.
is that Sony doesn't really have anything to set itself apart at the moment.
Yes.
There are games that are coming, and you can play them however and wherever you want.
Did you hear that? Unconfirmed, I guess, reports that it cost them $400 million to make Concord.
I have not heard that. That sounds like a ridiculous number that I don't believe on its face.
Yeah, that's too much. That's crazy. Like,
yeah,
8
that
years
doesn't
of
make any
development
sense.
is a long time, but that's too much.
I had heard like 200 million maybe.
Well, Elden Ring cost 200 million over 5 years.
Yeah, but like they didn't. That's the thing. They were actively working on it for 8 years.
Right.
It's not like they were there.
Okay.
It took 8 years to program that game. No. Like
yeah.
I'm sure some of those were pre-development and previs.
Yeah.
And then
that
probably
makes
like
sense.
5 years in active development.
But I mean, were they depending on that to set them? Hold on, 200 mil prior to purchase of the studio, then another 200 after Sony, after they bought the
I don't
studio,
know.
is the rumor. Okay.
Like Sony bought the studio like recently. Like the game was already
Well, I think
well
that's
in
why the
development.
math. I think that's how the math is mathing. There is they bought the studio for X amount, and then they gave them X amount more to finish the game that was already ongoing.
Yeah, I don't know. And we're probably never going to get those numbers.
Oh no, absolutely not. But yeah, no, it makes you wonder how much they were leaning on Concord for the Christmas season.
I mean, what I can say is that Firewalk Studios is apparently one of their most expensive developers per person, per developer. So they got to do something.
Before?
Nothing. This is their first game.
What did the developers were on other teams, right?
Well, I'm sure there's a lot of developers from the main developers on Concord were people from Destiny 2.
Oh.
But there's like 170 people.
Destiny
Yeah.
to be bland to begin with, then I guess that makes a lot of sense to me.
I'm sure they came from all over the industry.
Interesting.
Okay.
Yeah, oh yes.
I need to shut this down
Going
real
for
quick
2
so
minutes,
I can.
and then we're
so I
coming
can-
back up for our normal, regularly scheduled stream.
Yeah, I gotta start everything and make sure everything's working. So I'm gonna do that. So we're gonna.
Thank you for joining us for the Sony State of
We'll be
Play.
back. We'll be back real shortly. Hell is us.
Hell is we.
Oh, it's a slow fade. Just like the PlayStation
Like I'm in Back to
5.
the Future, and I didn't do the things